Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, I will be covering AWS WAF and how we can implement that, whether you are using the application load balancer as an ingress in Kubernetes or you are using application load balancer as a normal with EC2 instance security. So if you have your application running either in Kubernetes cluster or in EC2 machine or Docker containers, whatever, you have to protect your application, the layer which is exposed externally, and that is definitely going to be the application load balancer. So what I will be doing, I will show you the AWS WAF, and I will show you the managed rules and how we can easily implement those AWS managed rule. And along with that, we are going to add one custom rule along with that. So let's begin. So that rule will be the rate based limitation. So I will cover regarding that. So let me start. So what I've done, I've spin up EC2 machine, and I'm going to simply do SSH into uh, this machine, or have a shell into this machine. What I will be doing, I will be installing Docker in this particular machine, and I'm going to run the EC2, sorry, I'm going to run the Nginx in that, and then I will be attached the ALB. So I'm gonna pause the video, so this video length will be no will be shorter. Thank you. So guys, let me quickly show you guys that I have provisioned the application load balancer ALB. This is the endpoint of that particular application load balancer, and what I have done, I've also set up the EC2 machine and attach the EC2 machine with that particular ALB, and in that we have Nginx running. So it will take a little time, and this is the endpoint of this particular DNS. So once it's done, it's going to be available. So till then, I'm going to pause the video and I will be back in a moment. So guys, our application load balancer is now active, and if I navigate to the other tab, you see this instance is healthy, and if I click on the other tab, our application load balancer is serving and the traffic. And also I need to tell you that this is the document I've created for you guys, and I will be provide you the link of this particular document. So first of all, what I will be doing, simply I'm going to navigate to the AWS section, and I from here I will be navigating to the AWS WAF, where I'm going to show you how we can implement the WAF. So from search option, click on the WAF. You will be navigating to the application layer wall, web application firewall. And one thing I need to tell you, that you see that this load balancer, whether it is on HTTPS, it is not actually protected with regard to the threats, for instance, the SQL injection or other DDoS attacks, which can be mitigated through the web application firewall. So what I will be doing, let me drag it down. So what I will be doing, getting started, create a web ACL. So this web ACL, let's say, let me call this Cloud Geeks WAF. So you can give description, and yeah, that would be fine. So this part is where, for instance, if you click this section associated resources, that is where we should uh, or we can associate our resources. So currently you can you can attach the Amazon API gateway or AppSync, but we need, for instance, let's say you are going to use the Kubernetes cluster, and in that cluster you are using application load balancer, um, whether you are using Nginx, as an ingress or application load balancer as an ingress, you can simply select this one, and you see our application load balancer which we have set up is now available. So this is the ALB, it is now available, and we are going to protect this application load balancer, our external layer which is exposed to the world. And what we will be doing that let me default web ACL action for requests that don't match rules. Okay, so custom request currently what I will be doing, so I can add additional rule as well. So let me add the rule here. So I have the option to add managed rule, and I have also the option to add unmanaged rules, which are going to be my own custom rules. So first of all, I would highly recommend you guys to go for the AWS managed rules. Why we should go for the managed rules? Because these are set by the experienced security experts, and application load balancer which have their special careers in security and have spent a lot of time in security. We don't have to look in that particular domain with regard to the security. So we should, or we must go for these managed rules. So what we have, so you see, this is the bot control. So we should enable it. I mean, it is going to protect with the bot traffic, bad bot traffic on internet. So I'm going to enable this one. So and other option are admin protections. So if you have slash admin or whatever in your application, you can read this contain rules that allow to block external access to exposed admin pages. This may fail, and this all you can definitely is pretty self-explanatory. You can read yourself. So Amazon IP repetition list. So with AWS, as I told you, experienced guys, they have already blocked the bad IP repetition list themselves. We don't have to control this anonymous IP list. They know better, I guess, as far as the security as I know. So instead of definitely I don't have major experience or have a career in security. So instead of reinventing the wheel, we should go for the AWS managed rules. So as far as the cost is concerned, it is not that much. For instance, let's say I have a PHP application, I can enable the rule and Linux operating system. So anyway, SQL database. So if you have Windows operating system, you can do that, and WordPress application. Okay, so I'm going to add these particular rules, and these are third-party rules. I think AWS managed rules are quite a bit much more effective and really secure, and you should go for these. So I will have one rule here, and um, guys, this video is with not regard to the costing, but costing is really not all that much. Has actually reduced their cost as well. And in the final step, what I will be doing, I will be adding my one custom rule, and I will be showing you how we can automate this process as well with regard to the listing of IPs which are actually DDoSing our application. So with regard to that, uh, I'm going to add one custom rule as well. So for instance, listing of IP, that is where we can set up a cron job or automate this process through this CLI. So this is with regard to the cloud trend, and this is with the regional. For instance, we have application load balancer. You see, this is the API gateway and application load balancer. As we have applied the application load balancer, we are going to use this CLI, and I'm going to provide you the link of this command and this document as well. So we can also add the regex as well. So the advantage of setting up is that you can have your regex through this AWS command, and what we can do is append all IP addresses in one file, and it gives us maybe the same IP addresses again and again in that particular file. But what we can do, we can simply through the AWS CLI or any editor, we can remove the duplicate IPs, and it is now then our choice to block those particular IPs. So I'm not definitely going to cover all that, but I will show you how the process is going to be, like if we are going to block certain IPs, and what traffic is actually DDoSing our application. We can make decision on those particular IPs whether we want to block those particular IPs permanently or for a limited time of period. So that would be another decision. So what I will be doing, so um, it will tell me that I don't have permission or whatever, so it will create a rule. So what it does, it actually create a rule, as this is the sandbox environment. So let me navigate to the web and web ACLs. So see, my WAF is pretty much created. So what I will be doing, this is the Cloud Geeks WAF, and I have a uh, one predefined rule by AWS, which is the AWS managed rule for WAF. So what if I navigate to the rules section, you will be saying that all these all these rules come under our WAF, Cloud Geek WAFs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, seven. Sorry, 8 rules, and I'm going to add now one custom rule, and it is going to be the it is going to be the okay. I don't. I guess I don't want that. So okay. So let me add one rule. Okay, which is going to be the rate base rule. So okay. Okay, now guys, let me create that. So I have to add the charging. Let me pause the video. So guys, what I will be doing, I will be blocking that particular IP, which is going to DDoS my application, and we are going to simulate that. So block IP. Okay, um, with let me do, let's say, I guess it is going to give us more understanding with 100 requests. So the name is not that good, but I think it is going to give us more understanding. Block IP with 100 requests. So I'm going to select rate base rule here. So you can give minimum limit with 100 and up to this limit. Okay, so I'm going to give a minimum limit, and okay, so block that IP. You can add custom response, whatever one I do. So you can add any label or custom, whatever you wanna give. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply add that particular rule. So I'm going to what I will be doing, I'm going to simply copy this DNS address, and I will be start DDoSing. For instance, I'm going to DDoS this till 100 requests. So let's start. So guys, it will take a little time, but I will show you guys. So after 100 requests, what it uh, what it is going to be happen, that our IP is going to be blocked for 5 minutes. And the advantage of setting is that as I show you the CLI as well. So through that particular CLI, what we can set up, we can set up a cron job of let's say after every 1 minute or 2 minutes to create a file, and in that particular we can have our regex, and that is going to update that particular file as I discussed earlier, and we can have multiple IPs in that particular file, and we can then decide what to do with those IPs, either block in the WAF permanently or for a limited time. So it is totally up to us. So as you see that I'm completely bombardment with regard to the DDoS attack. So, and that DDoS attack will be effective till 100 request, and it is going to be then will show me 403, and I will be blocked for 5 minutes, and I will show you my IP as well, that my IP is going to be automatically blocked by WAF. So for instance, I'm continuously refreshing this page again and again. So also I'm going to do the DDoS from inside my um, container as well. So this is the container. So I have also created a video with regard to this Chasm desktop, how you can effectively run it on any machine, whether you are using Windows, Mac or Linux. So it is really powered desktop in containers. So let it DDoS. So this is, oh, this is a mistake I have done. I have not saved it. So I guess now this role is going to be effective. So I thought I was really much near to that particular 100 request. So now we have to wait for a while. I think I should pause the video, or actually I don't want to pause the video. I just want to show you that in the real sense, that how it is going to block that particular specific IP automatically, and you will have a result that it is going to block that particular IP, which is going to DDoS the traffic. So as you know guys, did this you know demonstration take time? That is why I'm not actually pausing it. So I have to make 100 requests. I can do through other Apache benchmark and other as well, but definitely you will not have that but much understanding with that. It is going to be in a few seconds, but I just want to block this particular WAF. So I guess I'm pretty much near to logging of IPs. So let me pause the video, guys, and I will be trying to DDoS again. So guys, this is the one I would like to show you guys. So you see, I've got forbidden. The reason I was not able to, I guess, complete the 100 requests is that by mistake I have not or I have not saved that particular ALB. So what you have to do, if you navigate to your web ACL, you must check this particular part. So this is the web ACL, this is the Cloud Geeks Webs. What you can do, navigate to the associate resources to make sure that your application load balancer it is going to be attached, or if it is not attached, simply click this part, add AWS resources, and you can add that particular resource. So this is the one which is cached. So if I can send the request, you see I have forbidden. If I navigate to the WAF section, and you see with the rules, click the rules. So okay, these are the SOAR IP 100 request, and this is the JSON body of that particular rule. So okay, you can attach the matrix with the Cloud Geeks and logging and matrix, CloudWatch log matrix as well. So these are the rules we have created: bot control, um, associated resources, ALB, and okay, block IP. And I want to navigate to the overview as well. So guys, if you navigate to the overview as well, so this is the allowed traffic, and if I type block, see, this is my IP address from Pakistan, and you see I'm pretty much blocked with regard to the request I've sent to that particular application load balancer. So this sort of automation is WAF is actually providing. So same stuff what we can do, we can update this CLI. I'm going to simply update this, and we can simply um, put this here, and with region I'm going to paste, um, I'm going to say this is the US East one. Okay, and the web ACL name, so if I navigate to my web ACL, you see the web ACL name is Cloud Geeks WAF. So you can simply update this web ACL name and the true web ACL ID. Okay, web ACL ID. Uh, okay, web ACL ID. So this is the web ACL ID. Okay, simply copy this. Actually, I'm updating this command so you can have ease of use with regard to that, and the rule name. So as you know, we have set up the rate based rule of 100 IPs. So this is the rule, guys. So if I click here, and this is the custom rule we have created, so click on the rules, and this is the rule, block IP with 100 requests. So this is the minimum. So what I will be doing now, I will be copying this command, and you will be able to see I can have a JSON output. So let me open a terminal, and I'm going to paste the command. So you see, guys, this is the addresses which are blocked by AWS WAF, and it is a great automation. So you can have this list, and I guess there is no need for applying the regex as well. because it is pretty much self-explanatory, and we can simply put the output or simply append this output to block IPs. And if I do ls here, if I get the content of this, so this container is actually mounted outside my host machine, and I'm going to have, you see, I'm doing the append, and you see this is the file which we have our addresses, and definitely it is going to create do the append. If we do set up a cron job, or we can do the regex as well. So as I told you, we can have decision make decision whether to block this IP permanently or for a limited time, and it's totally up to us. But I know definitely this IP is now doing the DDoS stuff according to the limit. But other than that, you see, it is just WAF is not just providing us this. These are the managed rule we have on top of our custom rule. So these are the rule which are provided by AWS, and these are very powerful. And if you have your Kubernetes cluster or application running in auto scaling group with the application load balancer with the exposed, DNS name, you can with the C name or set as an alias in Route 53, you can definitely use these managed rules. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And after 5 minutes, it is going to release. And if I do the same stuff with regard to the DDoS, it is going to do the same stuff. It is going to block my IPs. And if I run this particular command, this is going to be blank. Sorry, no, that is not. So this is the command. So I should have no IP. You see, no IP version 4 or no IP version 6. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.